thought so. Great preparations were made for the birth. A religious service was held to give thanks for the Queen's quickening, the moment when her baby showed its first signs of life. Mary sat there, proud and happy. She let her swelling belly show, so that all men might see she was with child. But Mary's plans to return England to the Catholic faith were not going well. There was a lot of resistance, so much that Mary resorted to burning their resistors in public. That was a mistake. The watching crowd howled with anger. Each burning inspired more ugly scenes than the last. Hatred for Queen Mary increased. Now she had a new name, Bloody Mary. And I think this must be where we got the name of that drink, Bloody Mary. But who knows? Anyway, Philip tried to put a stop to the burnings. Unlike Mary, he realized the more people she burned, the more she was hated. Even for his sake, however, she would not stop. The burnings went on, but a terrible humiliation awaited her. The birth of her baby had been expected on or near May 23rd, 1555. But the date passed and there was no sign of a baby. There had been nothing by the end of June. There were suggestions that the Queen was not pregnant at all, that she had imagined the whole thing. At first, Mary refused to believe it, but months passed. Still nothing happened. In the end, Mary had to admit she had been wrong. There was no baby. She became deeply depressed. At this point, just when she needed him most, Philip decided to leave England. Mary begged him not to go, but Philip had had enough of England, the English, and their queen. On August 22nd, 1555, he left for his own territory, the Spanish Netherlands. Mary wept bitterly as she watched him leave. Soon gossip reached England that Philip was having a great time in the Netherlands. He was going to parties, attending weddings, and dancing until dawn. He was also playing around with other women, all in all acting as if he had been freed from prison. No one dared to tell Mary what was going on. But that was not all they dared not to tell her. Mary's doctors had now discovered the truth of her pregnancy. She had a tumor in her womb. Philip kept promising Mary that he would soon return to England, but he had no intention of returning. Mary became more and more depressed. She could not perform her duties as queen. She shut herself away and mourned for Philip as if he were dead. Time passed and Philip showed no signs of coming back. And then in 1556 his father, King Charles, gave up the throne of Spain. Philip was now king in his own right. King Philip II of Spain, and of its huge, rich empire in America. To defend his vast territories, Philip needed money, and for money he needed England. Philip returned at last in 1557. Mary greeted him with joy, but joy soon faded. Once Philip had the money, troops, and ships he needed, he was gone. Mary never saw him again. All she had for comfort was the belief that she was pregnant again. But it was another phantom pregnancy. Philip had not gone near his wife while he was in England. The truth was that Mary's tumor had returned. By November 1558, Mary was dying. For hours she lay in a coma. When she spoke, she talked of seeing little children in her dreams. A priest came to give her last rites.